Hey, good morning, guys. Aaron Kubitz, personal trainer at Functional Aesthetics CC. You know what I can't stand about the fitness industry? It's the extremes. On one hand, you have, the crowd that promotes, the relaxation, meditation, restorative type things, gentle type exercise, to the extent that they never really see any real progress in the gym because they never push themselves hard enough. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have the DAVID GOGGINS, JOKO WILLINIK types who are always advocating push harder, be more disciplined, you can dig deeper, you can get more out of this and stuff. And while I would say that I agree, almost like Greg Doucette said, he's like, go harder, right? For my time in the gym, that from observing a lot of people, you'll have some people that go in there and they just want to go, especially guys, they want to just go and start lifting the heavy weights right away, and they, forego any proper technique or anything like that. And then you have other people that, they just won't push themselves hard enough or do enough volume or whatever, or have any specific sort of plan. And so I agree. Most people, even myself at times, could do with a dose of discipline and tolerance for discomfort. However, there does come a point when, just pushing harder is not going to solve your problems. You need to also become more efficient with how you do things and become smarter with how you do things. And I think the ultimate goal should be, figuring out, if it's necessary at that point. I do agree. I like they say do what is needed. I think that's what David Goggins was always saying, do what is needed. So in the circumstances that you're in, do what is needed to get through them, but don't revel in the grind, in the glory, and that kind of thing. I know that I've fallen victim to that at some times, where you think about that song. I think it was a Bon Jovi song. You live for the fight when that's all that you've got. Or Eye of the Tigers, thrill of the fight, that kind of thing. And it can get to that point, but you kind of can lose track of your long-term vision and becoming effective in what you're trying to achieve. Are you trying to just see how much pain and discomfort you can subject your body to, or is there an ultimate purpose to why you're doing all this stuff? And that's why it's important to try to learn to become more efficient with how you do stuff, and think about, how can I get more work done with the same amount of effort or less effort by improving my processes. So what I would like to see more of these gurus doing, rather than just telling you to just keep on pushing harder and suck it up buttercup kind of stuff, is, okay, when you do get to that point where you're just hitting a wall, what do they suggest for helping you to get to the next level? How do you, rather than just push harder, because sometimes, I'm no stranger to pushing hard. I mean, I haven't done ultra marathons like David Goggins, but I did for several years do stuff where I do half marathon 5 days out of the week. Obviously I wasn't running it, but it was on my job. I was walking, doing half marathon, doing moderately heavy lifting the entire time, and then I would do 4 hours of bodybuilding besides. And then on Saturday I would run and walk for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And all this while I was dealing with the digestive issues and eating less than 1,000 calories a day on average. And people will say, well, that's not good for you. No, it's not good for you, but it is definitely doable. It's possible because I did it. But what I'm saying is, you get to this point where the pushing harder and stuff like that is just not going to get you to the next level. So I'd like to see more advice on the practical application of how do you overcome the plateau. How do you, when that pushing isn't enough, how do you get through? How do you become more, smarter in the way that you do stuff? Is there any tips or tricks to help you get through that? That's one thing I like about Elliot Hulse on YouTube. He always has a lot of practical life advice for how to, the practical application of how to get yourself to the next level, how to get through those sticking points. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which camp do you fall into? Are you more in the middle? What has been your personal life experience? I would love to hear that. So please include those. Even scathing rebuttals are welcome as well. Everything is a learning and a growing process, and we'll see y'all next time for more health and fitness related information. Thanks, guys.